Hi everyone, and welcome back to FPL with me, Cotner Skill, as we preview Game Week 14. But first, let's check to see how I went in Game Week 13. And it was definitely one to forget for me, as I had my worst game week all season so far. With a game week score of just 40, it was nowhere near the average of 50. And this was even without taking into account the -4 hit I took. However, it wasn't actually the transfers that was my undoing. In fact, 2 of the 3 transfers I made actually returned points, but unfortunately, it was my team selection that has let me down yet again. From my 3 transfers, I managed to captain Martial, who was the only one who blanked, and bench Fernandez, who was the highest scoring of the 3. And further adding to my benching woes were Hennessy and Wan-Bissaka, as Palace kept a clean sheet against Man United, a result which was quite damaging to my fantasy team. Indeed, the result meant that this was the 3rd time that I've benched 25 or more points in a single game week, which has been immensely frustrating and a massive letdown for me this season. For Game Week 13, it gave me a rank of almost 5 million, and hence predictably, my overall rank dropped to around the 163,000 mark. As for my predictions, I got a respectable 5 out of 10, but all in all, it was definitely a most disappointing game week to say the very least. Therefore, let's put that behind us and look forward to Game Week 14, starting with my lineup. And at the moment, this is how it looks. So looking at my team, I feel like I've got a couple of issues for this game week. The first of which is the dipping form of Eden Hazard. Hazard has only got 1 assist in the last 5 games, and to add to that, he is also an injury concern for this game week. Therefore, I'm going to have to make a late decision on him, but with decent fixtures coming up over this busy Christmas period, I think he will still be Chelsea's star player, so he could definitely refine the form he had earlier this season. And the other concern I've got for this game week are my Bournemouth players, as they face Man City away. Man City have kept 8 clean sheets this season already, not to mention that 2 of the times they've conceded were from penalties, so Bournemouth are going to find it quite difficult to score against them. Therefore, having 2 of their attackers might be a bit too much, but with no obvious replacements at a similar price, and with so much value tied up in them, I'll probably settle for just a couple of points from either Fraser or Wilson this game week. And with this game week's deadline much earlier than usual, I think I'm probably just gonna go with this lineup. So now, let's move on to this game week's captains. And the most popular captain for this game week is likely to be a Man City player, as they face Bournemouth at home. And because City are at home, Aguero is likely to be the most popular captain choice, as the vast majority of his points have come from there. 7 of his 8 goals and all 6 of his assists have indeed come from the Etihad. However, there could be even more explosive options in his teammates, especially Sterling, who has averaged 11 points per match at home this season and is now the top scoring FPL player. Leroy Sané could be just as good, and with just 6.5% ownership, he could be a great differential as well. Another enticing fixture is Chelsea's home game against Fulham. Although Ranieri has the extra motivation to do well against his former team, it'd be difficult to look past anything but a Chelsea win, especially with Fulham still one of the worst defences in the league. Therefore, if path fit, Hazard could be a great captain choice, along with Alonso, who could be a good differential as well. And having scored in 5 out of the 6 home games so far this season, Mo Salah could also be a great captain choice, as Liverpool play Everton at Anfield. But Everton have improved recently, with 2 clean sheets in the last 2 games, with one against Chelsea away. So whilst Mo Salah may score, he may not get a lot of points. And the other derby this game week between Arsenal and Spurs could also provide great returns for their strikers. For Spurs, Harry Kane's form seems to have picked up a little, and with 7 goals in the last 7 games against Arsenal, he could be a great captain this game week as well. And with Lacazette still a doubt, Aubameyang's start is seemingly secured, and with a goal per minute ratio better than all the other strikers, he could be a great differential captain this game week. Finally, another couple of differentials this game week could be Zaha, as he faces a Burnley side who have conceded 15 times in the last 5 game weeks, and Murray, who looks to start off his 2nd century of goals for Brighton as he faces Huddersfield away. So that's all of the captains for this game week, and now let's look at my predictions. So for this game week, I've got Crystal Palace, Man City, West Ham, Man United, Chelsea and Liverpool to win, with the others resulting in draws. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Good luck for Game Week 14 and please consider subscribing.